I shut the light off as soon as I turn this on. Mojo Pen 12 here. Well, I go on call on Friday. I go back to work on Friday. I've been on vacation, hence the reason why I've been able to do so many videos. But I figured I'd do a video, since we do all this prepping and stuff. We have a Category 2 hurricane coming, and I'm going on call tomorrow at 7 a.m. Great way to come out of vacation. Boy, am I going to the thick of things. So basically what I'm going to be doing right now, going to bin number 1. One of my bins, it's called the water bin. It's basically anything to do with that I can use for water, the funnels and the hoses. And I'm going to hook up one of the hoses and fill this up. Now it's time to fill this up. Will I be able to have to use this much water? Probably not. Will I be prepared in case I do? If this turns into a worse scenario, I don't know what the heck is going on with the focus here. Turns into a worse scenario, I'm going to be ready. So basically what I was showing earlier, each one of these barrels you have to get one of these wrenches. And I'm going to open up the one closest to the sink. And I'm going to fill this bad boy up. So in there I had some piping that I'll fit over this nozzle here, and I'll cut whatever length I need for this hose. This is you can use this hose for any number of uses. Actually, part of the plan was this kept handy for if I ever have to put up a rain catch up on the top of my roof. I'm going to use this to fill up this barrel here. I'm going to cut these. It's a great multi-tool tow, by the way. I don't know if it's the Leatherman Surge. Very, very good. Love it. I've had it for about a month now, and it's just been awesome. It's got everything you could possibly need on here. So let me get this going and starting to show you some real scenario preparedness for when a storm is coming. So I attached it on there. It's fitting pretty snug. Throw it in, we'll see how it works. First time I'm doing this, but in theory it seemed to work, so let's see what. Seems to be working. A little bit of leak, but this is filling up. Let's see what kind of flow we got here. It's pretty good. Awesome. So, while that's filling up, I'll show you the other stuff I'm going to be doing. Preparing for this possible Category 2 hurricane. And I'm not going to be home for my wife, so I'm going to have to kind of show her different things to do, because I'm probably going to be out fixing fiber optics. So I'm going to show you some of the other stuff I got ready and getting ready. So this bin is some of my cooking redundancies. Now I've showed you the Volcano 2, which that'll be only used, and well, I have to practice obviously on it, but this is where a lot of my others, it's my grain grinder for the hard grains that I have. You know, the hard red wheat right next to here. Basically what I'm going to be whipping out, another quick redundancy type of cooking, just a little charcoal disposable grill. This is comes with a Volcano to create like an oven. You put this around that Volcano and it actually makes a baking oven. I'm not going to be using that. what I want to get. Also, the Volcano comes with this cookbook, just so you know, and the technical manual. It's comes even with recipes and stuff. It's pretty neat. But back to not being sidetracked. Basically, I'm going to pull this out so my wife is going to be able to cook inside. I mean, I do have the outside grill, but you don't want to be cooking in the middle of a hurricane. So I'm going to set this up and have it ready to go, and she'll have a way to cook her meals regardless what happens. Now, just so you don't make the same mistakes I do, when I got these, or got this particular grill, this is the canisters it takes, and I have a heck of a time finding these without buying them online. There's only one place I know down in Lakewood, New Jersey, which is way south, that has them. Now, if I knew that, I should have done more research and figured out if the camping cooking grill that I was going to get had ample supplies of the fuel canisters, but I didn't. And I didn't see if there were a lot of these around. I just assumed. And you know what happens when you assume things. And that's what I did, you know. Ass out of you and me, you know, assume. So we don't want to assume anything. I should have done the research, but that's alright. At least I know where I can get these. But just, I figured I'd give you that extra knowledge so you don't make the same mistakes I did. So basically, the canisters fit in here. And I'm going to put that on, load it up. I've only done this once. So I'm kind of refreshing my memory now, so I don't have to worry about it when it really hits the fan, or if I'm not even around. I want to set up so my wife knows how to do it, and eventually I got to show her how to load this herself. It's really important that family members know how to use a lot of the stuff and know where everything is. Here I didn't really show her everything, but I'm going to set it up so it's already set before I go, because I have the time to do so. Alright, so I inserted the cartridge. Pretty easy. First time. Got to kind of hold this button down while it snaps in. And let's try it out. Beauty. We're good to go. While I have time, I will be picking up some ice. And I'll put some of the ice in the freezer. And the rest of the ice. This is one of 2 different coolers that I have. This is kind of the smaller of the two, because I don't really have a lot of food in the refrigerator right now. I got plenty of canned, so if I have to, I can resort to that. But basically, my backup cooler, which I'm going to clean off right now. And this cooler can hold ice for up to 5 days, and I've done it. I've even left it out in the hot summer day with ice with just drinks in it, and it lasted for the full 5 days. There was still ice in there after 5 days. So I'm gonna get that ready and cleaned up and brought into the house. I also have my other cooler, which is completely clean, but I only keep that unless things really get ugly. So basically, you gotta think what's gonna happen. Most likely it's going to be damage around the house. Hopefully you can stay in the house. That's what you have your bug out bags for, which you should already have in your car. And eventually I'll show you what I have. I mean, a lot of times I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here, but it's for the benefit of the people that don't do this at all. Don't prepare at all. So basically you got to go through that scenario. If you have to leave, you have your bug out bag. But what if the scenario is you could stay in the house? Well, most likely electricity is going to be out. That's going to be a guarantee. That happens often. And with a Category 2, it's a good chance it's going to be out for a while. So how does that affect? Obviously it's going to affect your electricity. It's going to affect how your water works. It's going to affect your sanitation or your toilet. Your toilet's not going to work. Electricity has a big part, so you're going to need to have You're going to need to cook your food. You need a way to boil water in case you have to purify your water. You have to be able to cook, because you're not going to be able to do any barbecuing in 150, 200 plus winds. If you can, man, then you should definitely film that and post it on YouTube, because I want to watch it. And also sanitary, which is, here we go. Yeah, I never thought I'd be pulling this out anytime soon, but looks like I'm pulling it out sooner than later. This is gonna be my toilet, baby. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, what's in there? We got our double duty bags, baby. Heck yeah. There's some clever marketing there, huh? The duty. Wordplay. You gotta love it. It's got biogel in there and waste gelatin, so you can use this a couple of times without getting rid of it. And that's going to help deal with our toilet issues. I also have in here for long term, but this is if things are really, you know, raw scenarios. It's an enzyme that deodorizes. Actually, we could probably still use it. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get this all together. Okay, so it's all filled up. I actually have a little pumper that you also can get with these. And it just basically screws right in here. Let me tighten it up. The only thing I don't have yet, but it's on its way, is the water purification tablets. So once I add that, it'll treat this 55-gallon drum for 5 years. So pretty much got everything squared away. You know, the water's filled up in the tank downstairs. Got a way to cook without electricity. I've got light without electricity and the power source, and some more ways to light the candles. I set up all the little tea candles and all the little knick-knack type things my wife has, so all she has to do is light them, and that will also give her a little peace of mind. Also put out a book and a book light, because I'm not going to be around, so I'm trying to make it as easy as possible, and that's what you want to do for your family. Make things as easy as possible, especially if you will not be home.